Yellow guys, one and only boy, favorite coming, very much excited, happy and proud. Yeah, this is the morning quick one, guys. This should be New York session. Yeah, this is New York session. So this is good. The question should be, what's our view on gold instead? Yes. So I think for gold now today, there's had a good conversation with our admin, our group admin for the favorite FX Institute, Mr. Richard. I told him to say, look, you're expecting the market or gold to recover from the up, from the correction phase. We expect that every time whenever we have a collection in the market, we're expecting an impulse. For those that don't know, the impulse should be here. This is an impulse and this is a collection phase. So whenever I expect a collection, whenever it comes from the collection, like whenever we have a collection, we expect an impulse. So we're expecting the market to move. This should be our daily time frame. As we all know, I'm a day trader. Should we call it an intraday trader? But we are day traders. Look, what we are seeing in the chart, like, for what we have been experiencing, the market has been a bearish market for a while now. Okay, the market has been bearish for a while now. Okay, and we have no doubt about that. So the whole idea of forex trading is like, you don't need to fight against the chart or against the forex market itself. You just have to join in. Like, what I mean by joining, like, you don't need to stand to trade against to trade against the trend. There's always that the thing that have been we have been taught to say, the trend is your friend. Your trend is your friend, and that's true. Okay, we can see that we are in the downtrend. We have been in a downtrend for a while in gold now. Okay, and day traders, the way we are, even in an impulse we trade, because believe me, this whole week, like, it's not just easy for us to wait for the whole week to trade. That's why we in the day traders, we trade in within the day. So now my quick setup is, this is the downtrend in the daily time frame. I always I always mark the high and the low of the day. So what we do is, let's just use this one. This should be our high, or this should be a high where we're expecting the market to. It should either go up higher or break this high or low of this thing. Okay, so our duty is to join in. As we are in this trade, others, like, we have been selling these points, like, we have been selling these trades for, well, I think should be from ever since Monday. I've been selling, and it has been a good, yeah, it has been we had good entries and all these things. So now look, this is the thing. We can see that the point that the market had to give us something, like, this has been the point where the market struggled to. The whole strategy, this thing, the strategy or the concept that I'm using is pure price action. Okay, price action is called price action, and not only that, we are using breakout and retest. Okay, so breakout and retest, sometimes I've come to understand that the whole idea of trading is not about complicating things. Some of us, we want to complicate with a lot of different. I'm not saying indicators are bad. If they're working for you, then it's quite okay. We thank God for that. But I have been trading industry for ever since 2020 up until 2023. So it's like I'm almost 3 years. Some of you might say, bro, what can you tell us? I've been in the industry for years and years, and yeah, that doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, this is how my setup works and how we move. I like green for some reason, because green is my favorite. So, if you can see this setup, today's setups is quite clear. We have been moving in a downtrend. We hit our 3 points and the market. The first point is where we marked as our entry, where we started marking our trend line. This has been a second. Third touch should be a fourth. Gave us a fake breakout and started going our direction. So what we are trying to do is we are coming in the lower time frame. Yeah, because mostly 15 is the lowest time frame that I usually trade in. So if I'm looking for entry, I use 15 as I use 1 hour. No, if 1 hour is so clear, I end up, unless if I'm looking breakout happened in 1 hour, then I more likely to drop in the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so we have seen that the market has been the downtrend for a long period of time. For a long period of time, you've seen market has been giving us something like downtrend. My main focus is to see where the market has been struggling to break through. This point in the market never this that point in the market never gave us something like a double or something like a trend, but in a lower time frame like this, you can see that price had to give us a point where it started ranging for a bit, or should we call it a consolidation phase, where the price consolidated for a period of time and suddenly it break through. Yeah, suddenly it had just a breakthrough. Okay, so now have you seen this point how marking? I know some might mark triangles whatsoever, but this idea of me is simple and straightforward. Okay, so this is the point where the market gave us something and we expected the market to retrace, though it's also still struggling. You can see something like we'll just shift this sorry, okay, we'll just shift come on, okay, okay, we just shift this point. Come on, come on, come on. Sorry guys about that. Okay, so what I'm saying, guys, you can see now that in 1 hour time frame, this should be a 1 hour time frame, market has been struggling to break below this point, and it has been struggling to break above this point. So whenever we saw price, it used to come here, and suddenly what used to happen is price used to go high. Okay, so come on. Okay. Okay. So now we can see that this price, our whole idea now is wanting to see the price should either give us the retest on this point. It should either give us a bit of retest whatsoever and wherever it will give us a retest, and then expect price to reach at this point, or and then from there we can expect price to maybe start going low and all this thing, huh? But our whole idea is thinking, our thoughts is thinking and expecting, wanting to see price go up, because this one it has been a downtrend. You get it has been a downtrend, and you're expecting maybe price to just give us something like a downtrend. And believe me, when it gives us something like a signal, a selling signal, you're more likely to sell from there. Let me just change the color. Let's just add it to orange. Okay, so this is our analysis on gold. So what you're looking forward is to see price to break above or below and retest either the uptrend or downtrend. But you can see some of you guys, or some of us, we might see something like, oh guy, bro, you just don't know, this is a triangle. Okay, some might say, okay guy, this is a triangle. Okay, and some might say it's ascending pattern. That's why I always say, when it comes to trading, remember, we are trading with different ways of the way of seeing market. We are seeing differently. So don't expect the way you're seeing others to see the way you are. That's why we have developed our own ways of looking at price. We have developed our own way of seeing based on what we see. Okay, because it's an obvious that what I'm seeing, where I'm seeing opportunities of buying opportunities, others might see a sell opportunity. Understand? So some might see a triangle, whatsoever the case might be, you know. So some might say, oh, it retests and all these things. So this is what we are trying to say, guys. I think the idea of trading is, there is nothing more, nothing less. The whole idea of trading is either we are buying or selling. That's it. It's either we are buying. So what you're looking forward to is just to see the price either break up or break below these two zones, you know. And that's the only thing that you're expecting. So once price breaks above and retest that point, or give us just a pullback or something, and confirm that with any candlestick signal, you're more likely to start looking for buying or selling opportunities. But in overall, this trade is in an overall trend, this should be a downtrend instead. Okay, It should be a downtrend instead. Yeah, so we don't want to make it that big. We don't want to make it mm, like with a lot of minutes, like, because it might sound boring at last. So but the whole idea of wanting to, for our daily analysis, is for us to see where are we expecting price to see to go. And the other thing that I want to say is always trust in your analysis. I've seen that many of us traders, like, we don't truly believe in our setups, in ourselves. At last we find ourselves not experiencing that ways of profitability, because we think we can, there's the best way of, no one predicts market, no one predicts the forex trading. Everyone comes just with an idea of where the market will go. That's it. No one comes with an idea of saying, no, we are buying, you're selling, like the future will be like this and that. We all just analyze. We don't predict the market. Okay, so that's what we are just expecting, guys. So for this setup on God, update will be given, guys. Okay, update will be given toward the same market. So guys, thank you very much. Otherwise, as we look forward to share the updates of the same setups and all these things. So this should be good. Okay, this should be good, and you're expecting more. Guys, it's your one and only boy favorite guy. I'm very much excited. Peace, and see you to the other side.